When most people think about sunburn, they picture red skin, some discomfort, maybe a few days of peeling, and then everything goes back to normal. But that's really not what's happening beneath the surface. What we're actually looking at is a serious biological event that goes far deeper than temporary pain or cosmetic damage. The redness you see, the heat you feel, these aren't just superficial reactions. They're your body's alarm system telling you that something has gone fundamentally wrong at the cellular level. Here's what's actually occurring when UV radiation hits your skin. Those ultraviolet rays aren't just warming the surface, they're penetrating through multiple layers of tissue and causing direct damage to the internal machinery of your cells. We're talking about disruption to DNA, the very code that tells your cells how to function and reproduce. We're talking about damage to proteins that keep cells healthy and organized. Your immune system immediately recognizes this as an emergency and floods the area with inflammatory signals, which is why you get that characteristic red, hot, swollen appearance. Now, the really concerning part is this. Even after your skin looks normal again, after the redness fades and the pain subsides, the damage doesn't just disappear. Those cellular injuries can persist. Your DNA might have sustained mutations that weren't fully repaired. The proteins that regulate cell growth might be functioning differently than they did before. Your skin cells essentially have a memory of that trauma, and it changes how they behave going forward. What's particularly deceptive about sunburn is that we judge recovery by what we can see. Your skin looks fine, so you assume everything's fine. But at the molecular level, things might still be in disarray. Cells that should have died might still be alive. Mutations that should have been corrected might still be present. The internal defense systems that normally catch these problems might have been weakened by the UV assault. This is why dermatologists and cancer researchers get so concerned about what seems like a minor sunburn. They're not being overly cautious or dramatic. They understand that each burn is an event that stresses your cellular machinery, and that accumulated stress over time is what creates the conditions for skin cancer to develop. It's not about one bad sunburn necessarily causing cancer directly. It's about the cumulative effect of repeatedly overwhelming your skin's natural protective and repair mechanisms. The biological truth is that sunburn represents a failure of your body's defenses against environmental damage. When your skin burns, it means the UV radiation exceeded what your natural protective systems could handle. And every time that happens, you're rolling the dice on whether your cellular repair systems can fully fix the damage or whether some of it becomes permanent. The pain you feel is just the beginning of a story that might continue playing out in your cells for years or even decades afterward. That's why prevention matters so much more than we typically give it credit for.